Analysis Engine's data import and export capabilities make use of shared connections to Google Analytics that link Analysis Engine to your analytics properties and views. In this tutorial, we'll cover how to create a connection to Google Analytics, which can be used for data imports and data exports, and how to share it with other users. To begin, click on Connections in the header of Analysis Engine. On this page, you will see a list of any connections that have already been added to your account. Click the Add Connections icon at the top right of the page in order to add a new one. On the next screen, you'll need to choose the type of connection you wish to create. Choose Google Analytics to create a Google Analytics connection. Next, you can choose to either use an existing Google account if you've connected to Google in Analysis Engine before, or connect a new one. In our case, we'll connect to a new Google account. Choose the level of Google Analytics you'd like to use for your connection. If you're only running standard Google Analytics data exports, you may choose read-only access. If you need to perform data import uploads or run unsampled data exports with this connection, you will need to choose write access. Next, you also have the option of choosing whether or not to provide access to other Google resources for storage, such as Google Drive or Google Cloud Storage. Google Drive access is required in order to access the data generated by unsampled data exports. Google Drive or Google Cloud Storage access can also be used in your organization's data storage options to store data used by Analysis Engine in your Google account instead of on our secure servers. For our purposes, we will choose to add Google Drive access. Click the Connect button to connect to Google Analytics. You'll be taken to the Google Consent screen in order to approve Analysis Engine's request to access your data. Review the items requested and click Accept to allow Analysis Engine to connect to your account. Finally, you will be shown a list of all the individual accounts, properties, and views available to your Google account in Google Analytics. Choose the accounts, properties, or views that you want to access in this connection, and click Add Connection to connect to your Google account. Once your connection has been added, it will be available for use in all of your data imports and exports. Remember, if you intend to share your data imports or exports with other users, you will also need to grant them permission on your connection and your Google account. To do this, return to the Connections page by clicking on Connections. On this page, you can click the lock icon beside each individual connection, and a list of users and teams of users will appear. Choose the permission level you wish to assign to each user in the list. Execute permissions will let the user run any exports or imports that use this connection. Read permissions will also let users see the connection details. Write permissions will also let users edit the properties available to this connection. And owner permissions will allow users to share this connection with others or delete it. Click OK to finish sharing your connection. Next, you'll want to share the Google account that you used in this connection. Sharing a Google account separately from a connection allows you to more strictly control who has access to what data. For example, you can allow someone to see the details of a connection by giving them read access on it, while hiding the other accounts available to you in your Google account by only providing execute permissions on the Google account. This also prevents users from creating new connections using your Google account. To share your Google account, open the sidebar by clicking on the tray icon in the header. Choose Google Accounts from this menu to see a list of all of your Google accounts. To share one, click on the lock icon next to an individual account that you wish to share. Choose the permission level you wish to grant to other users, and click OK. To learn more about permissions, see our tutorial on understanding asset permissions in Analysis Engine. In this tutorial, we looked at how to create a connection to Google Analytics in Analysis Engine. We also looked at how to share connections and Google accounts with other users. Now that you've created a connection to Google Analytics, you can create data exports and data imports that use this connection to push and pull data.